What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Scorpion God. Hope you're ready to get your red-black removal on. Let's get the graveyard. I don't know, whatever that means. Ooh, play against Krond. I don't know why. Krond's a fun commander to play against. Oh, I don't know. As far as opening hand goes, we have coffers, care, keep, a lot of lands, and then one board wipe that doesn't really. Yeah, let's go to Mulligan. Man, I'm just not wild. I mean, we have the mana. Yeah, I mean, we do have. Yeah, let's go to Mulligan. I want a little bit of card draw in here. We need some card draw. Oh, did I? Well, I can't click on there. I clicked OK, so we're going to keep on this one. We have to keep on this one. All right, let's go ahead and let's get foreboding runes down. We'll go and get that down, and then get. No, we're okay. We'll just go and pass the turn. We are playing the Scorpion God. Let's get him pop back up. Whenever a creature with a -1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Then for 3 mana, put a -1 counter on another target creature. Then whenever the Scorpion God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Playing its Krond the Dawn-Clad. Flying Vigilance whenever Krond attacks. If it's enchanted, exile target permanent. Maybe we'll get lucky and draw some nice little. Nope, we'll rip a few more lands. Let's go ahead and I guess we're going to get the swamp down. Sounds pretty good. Or we go for Bajuka Bog. I doubt they're going to get a lot of graveyard action. Yeah, we'll go and get Bajuka Bog going. Exile their non-existent graveyard. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So, we do have Care Keep in the hand. We did keep a hand that I wasn't that wild about, but at least we do have Care Keep, so we can get that down, start creating those Kobold tokens, and then that'll give us something to start blasting with the Scorpion God to get that going. Ground Seal. Cards and graveyards can't be. All right, well maybe we should have held on to the Bajuka Bog. Got the graveyard version of Krond. Okay, Talisman of Indulgence. Let's go ahead and get the Care Keep down. I think I like going for Talisman. That sounds good. Let's get down Talisman. Then next time we can start making those tokens. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So, and then in addition to making the Care Keep tokens, we do have Phyrexian Tower, so we can actually start sacrificing those tokens to start adding double black to our mana pool if we want to go for that. So we can actually get into the spot next turn where we make a. Well, actually we'll have to tap 2 lands and then the Care Keep. Yeah, we'll see what we're going to go for. But we'll actually be online to get on the Scorpion God next turn, so we'll probably go for that. And then start blasting our way through here. And if we can get into spots where we can. Have enough mana to put -1 counters on Krond before he gets enchanted. That'd be nice to make sure he doesn't start bringing down the Banhammer on the Scorpion God. Okay, drawn to Charcoal Diamond. Let's go and get the Command Tower down. I think I'm okay with going Scorpion God on this one. Let's go and get him down. It's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Tap for one more. Actually, sequence that a little bit differently. There we go. Red, black, and it doesn't really matter. There we go. All right, get down the Scorpion God. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So, with the Scorpion God, if you're playing online, one thing that you do need to keep in mind is that the trigger, when it goes to the graveyard, you need to actually click on the actual Scorpion God himself and have it go to the graveyard instead of back to the command zone. So if something does happen to the Scorpion God right now, you're not really sure what green-white has in the way of creature destruction, but you make sure you click on the Scorpion God to have it go to the graveyard instead of the command zone. Otherwise, it would be a sad little commander player. We need to repay the commander tax. Okay, and the good thing about the Scorpion God is it is a 6/5, so that's going to be about 6, 12, 18, 24. That'll be we have a 4-turn clock as far as commander damage is going to go. So if we can just swing in, kind of keep everything off the battlefield. Oh, just now noticed they have Maze of Ith over there. All right, so it's going to complicate it. Let's go ahead and. Yeah, let's go for Obnixilis. I think I like that. We can get a little card draw going. That sounds good. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for Obnixilis. It's going to be double black. And we'll see what land we actually want to go for. And we're just going to keep plussing up and then drawing a bunch of cards where we can find maybe kind of outgrind the Maze of Ith over there. Okay, drawn to Skin Render. Let's go ahead. As far as swamps go, we actually have one swamp, so we don't want to get down coffers just yet. Let's go to get the swamp down. Anything else, I guess. Do we want to go ahead and push in on Maze of Ith out there, untap target creature? I guess we'll go and force them on the activation. Yeah, we'll go and push in, see if they go for the activation or not. Wouldn't know why, but I don't know why they wouldn't go for it, but hey, we'll at least make them do it, go through the motions. Alright, Scorpion God, he gets lost on the way to where Krond was, didn't punch in his Google Maps. But yeah, so we do have Skin Render. So Skin Render enters the battlefield, put 3 -1 counters on target creature. So if our opponent does go for Krond on the battlefield, we can at least get Skin Render down. And then slowly start working towards keeping him off the battlefield. And our opponent did get down Sigil of the Empty Throne, which is going to be a little bit little troublesome for us coming across, but if we can at least find another answer to accelerate the Scorpion God, if we can find something like Lightning Greaves to give it protection from the Maze of Ith target, then it'll be pretty good. or we can just start making some nice little tokens. Okay, Skeletal Scry. Let's go ahead and go for it. Let's draw a card with Obnixilis. And we're slowly kind of working towards the -8, emblem over there. I'm drawing to 1 Power Stone. Let's go ahead and go. Let's just dump the mana. We're going to get down Phyrexian Tower. Let's go for 1 Power Stone. Tap for 1 more black. Get down 1 Power Stone. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped. And then we can make a token with Care Keep, or we can get down Charcoal Diamond. Yeah, let's go to get down Charcoal Diamond. I think I'm okay with that. I guess we could, yeah, we'll go and get down Charcoal Diamond. Get the diamond down. That way we have a ton of mana. If we draw into something else, we do have Skeletal Scrying. Unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of fetch lands that we've activated or anything like that. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. So next turn, we can finally get down those Kobold tokens, blast it with the Scorpion God to draw an extra card. We are sitting. Next turn, we'll be at we'll be up to 8 as far as going for Obnixilis' ultimate, and then we'll be able to kind of force that. Whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. So that'll be kind of a nice way for us to get a little bit of extra life total out there. But with the Sigil out there, and they simply just start casting their enchantments, it's going to be a little hard for us to kind of take care of that on the battlefield. But yeah, it's oh yeah, it's football season. I've never really talked about it on my channel, but 3 dreams. Search your library for up to 3 or a card different and reveal and put in your hand, then shuffle your library. Okay, that's fine. Over the 3 dreams. I'm a huge fantasy football person. I've been playing in the same fantasy league for about 10 years now, and so I always enjoy playing football, or at least watching fantasy football. If any of you are fantasy football fans out there, if you ever thought about playing fantasy football, go for it. It's a really fun sport. Not sport. I mean, it's a really fun activity to do. It gets a lot of like hate that it's kind of like just like a sports dude thing, but I've found that. There's a lot of carryover between being good at Magic and being good at Fantasy, because you have to be really good at looking at stat lines and different stuff like that, and understanding what makes a good player, what makes a bad player. So if you ever thought about playing fantasy football, give it a shot. And it's not just like kind of like the whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to explain, but it's a really fun. I've always enjoyed playing it. All right, Coldwrath Knight. All right, well that will be good. So we can get this down. Your opponent's creatures your opponent's control with counters on them can't attack or block, so we can slowly start blanking those angels out. Let's go ahead and we can -3 to take care of the angel. Do we have enough mana to get down the knight and go for an activation? This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 total mana. Yeah, that'll be just enough. So let's go get the knight down. Let's go and plus up Obnixilis, draw a card. And we can just keep putting those counters on there and kind of slowly grinding it up from there. Okay, let's go and get the knight down. That's going to be 1 black, 2 colorless, then 1 more black. Okay, get the knight down. Let's go and go for a Scorpion God counter on the angel. Not Scorpion God counter, a -1 counter on there. So that will be red, black, and then 1 more off the Care Keep. Okay, get that down. Can't attack or block anything else. We're still not going to swing in with the Scorpion God just because it's not really going to do much with the Maze of Ith. And then we can slowly start pushing in with the... we can go for activations on our opponent's angels over there with the knight on the battlefield. And then slowly kind of grind... Ooh, make sure we make the lane drop for the turn. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. Then, if we can somehow get some cards into the graveyard off the Skeletal Scrying, we'll be able to draw a little bit more cards off of there. But yeah, as far as fantasy football goes, it's a really fun thing to do. You do the draft, and it's like drafting in Magic, to where you have to there's certain players that you like, or if you're building a certain team, you're building a fantasy team. It's a lot like building a deck. You may go strong running backs, you may go strong wide receivers, you may go strong quarterback, and it's just kind of figuring out how you want to complement your team. So definitely a lot of fun. And we're in a keeper league, and if you don't know what a keeper league means, that means you get to keep 2 players from the previous season. And the way we handle that is you're allowed to keep 2 players of 2 different positions. So I kept David Johnson and Jarvis Landry. David Johnson's a Arizona running back, and Jarvis Landry is a Miami wide receiver. All right, opponent's going for Krond on the battlefield. Flying Vigilance, exile, if it attacks, exile target permanent. So luckily, it's not going to have haste right now. That'll still give us just enough time to go for the to get a -1 counter on there. And I think I kind of missed. I forgot we didn't make the lane drop. I mean, we made the land drop last turn, but I thought we'd already made it, so I probably would have sequenced it just a little. Ooh, Swords to Plowshare. Okay, it's going to allow it to swing in now. Can swing in up Nixilis. So let's see what we're going to be able to do from this one. We do have Crux of Fate if we want to destroy all the creatures, kind of bring them back. Unfortunately, we are going to take a hit on Nixilis, like working towards that ultimate. But it's not the end of the world on this one. All right, swinging it for 3. And yep, swinging it up Nixilis. And we can go for Bantu's Last Reckoning if we just want to completely tap out. We can take care of Krond, take care of the Angel token, and then it kind of gets a little bit extra card draw. I'm thinking we want to go for that. We'll see, though. Okay, drawn to Terminate. Well, that's actually not that bad. Let's go ahead and, if we -3 on Nixilis, take care of the Angel, and then we put a -1. Actually, excuse me, Krond's not going to die, so we don't really have to put a counter on there. I'm sure they're not going to send it to the graveyard. So let's go ahead and go for... they still have the Maze of Ith over there. Now, if we go for Skin Render on the Angel token, we'll still get some card draw off that one. I think I'd like that. Let's go and do that. So let's go and get the Angel down. It's going to be, get the Skin Render down. It's going to be black, 1, 2, and then black. Get the 3 -1 counters on the Angel. It's going to wipe the Angel out. And we'll get another card draw off that. Soul Snuffers. Enter the battlefield, put a -1 counter on each creature. We'll hold off on that one. If we go ahead and go Terminate on Krond, we're going to keep them off the battlefield. I like doing that. We'll go and draw a card and lose a life. Drawn to Black Sun Zenith. And then anything else we're going to go for. We can either hold it. We're probably just going to hold up Terminate on Krond, see if we can't catch some sort of... sorry, my music just turned up really loud, so if you kind of heard like me startled or something, that's what it was. Yeah, so we're going to leave up Terminate on Krond, see if they're going to go for any sort of enchantment on Krond. And then we'll be able to do that in response, and you know, something like Rancor, something like that. At least it's going to hit the graveyard. If not, we can make a Care Keep, make a little nice little Kobold token and blast it, or kind of use it towards the Phyrexian Tower mana that we're going to go for. But yeah, so my keepers are David Johnson from Arizona, running back, and Jarvis Landry out of Miami. We are a PPR league, which means points per reception. So every time your wide receiver catches a ball, it counts for a point. And then if you're not from America or you don't play a lot of fantasy, Gift of Immortality. Let's go and go for Terminate in response to that. Let's go for, and we still have red off the command. Yeah, so red and black. Going to go for Terminate in response to that. The good thing about going for it in response to any sort of enchantment is that enchantment's going to fizzle out, and especially something like Gift of Immortality. It's just not going to have a target. It's going to hit the graveyard, and that way you don't have to worry about the recursion constantly happening. So, enter the reveal zone. Actually, excuse me. And then I guess, yeah, it goes to the Wheel of Sun and Moon. If a card would be put in an enchanted player's graveyard from anywhere, put it on the bottom instead. Okay. Alright, then we have Shielded by Faith. Enchanted creature is indestructible. And whenever it enters the battlefield, you may attach Shielded. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. They're going to get another token on that, too. Do you want to add anything in response to that? No, we're okay with that. Get that closed out. So we're still going to go ahead and make a Care Keep token. We can still go ahead and put a -1 counter on one of the creatures over there if that's what we're going to want to go for, too. And then Dragon Scales, and has Vigilance. Okay. Now, with the Shielded by Faith, it has Indestructible, so we're almost going to have to, I think they're splitting it up. See how they're splitting it up. Dragon Scales on there. That's the unfortunate thing with Sigil out there and a ton of little aura enchantments out there. They're going to get a lot of Angel tokens, but luckily we have almost 3 board wipes in here. Okay, enters the battlefield, draw a card for each aura that's attached to the creature. Enchanted creatures +1 for each aura. Alright. And now with the Black Sun Zenith, if we tap out for a lot, that's going to get around the Indestructible. It's going to be a little hard for us to go for the, well, actually, excuse me, they put the Shielded by Faith over there, so we'll be able to get around that one. So we're looking at some counters for like -9. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. If we actually make a Care token and sacrifice it to the Phyrexian Tower, I think we'll have just enough mana to kind of wipe the board out. So I think that'll be good. And that'll be some nice little card draw too. We can go off the Scorpion God. So let's go ahead and make a Care Keep token. It's going to be red and then black, or colorless, doesn't really matter. Get that little token on the battlefield. And see if they put the Shielded by Faith on there. That'd be nice. Nope, none for you, little Care over there. Alright. So we also still have Ob Nixilis too if we want to go for that, but I think we may just end up plussing up on this one. Okay, drawn to a swamp. Let's go and get the swamp down. Let's go for Ob Nixilis. plus up. We're going to draw a card. Lose 1 life. Go down to 28. Crumbling Ashes. Okay. Let's go and have the Scorpion Guide go to the graveyard instead of the command zone. Do we want to swing in on this? No, I think we're okay. Let's just go and tap out for a Black Sun Zenith. We need to get some stuff going. So we need to go for Black Sun Zenith for 9. So it's going to be 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we need to go ahead and sacrifice the care. That's going to be 1, 2. Let's go ahead and go for Black Sun Zenith. And I think we're just going to go ahead and tap out on this one. 1, 2. It's 6, and then we need to get to the magic number of 9. That should be correct. Yeah, that's going to be X is going to be 9. So that's going to blast everybody over there. We still have Obnixilis on the battlefield. And then we can slowly rework towards the ultimate. And the good thing with the minus 9 counters on there is we're going to be drawing. Oh yes, look at that card draw, and we'll still get the Scorpion God back. Get these triggers on the stack. And then always yield, and always yield. Okay. So it'll be a nice little card draw for us. Kind of, ooh. And then nothing too crazy. We do draw into a demonic tutor, and we've already made the land drop for the turn. Anything else we're going to go for? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. So, we're going to be able to plus up on Omnixilis. Next turn, make it to the -8 to where we can finally get to that ultimate. We're actually going to be able to discard some stuff that will get our Skeletal Scrying going too. Let's go ahead and Nest of Scarabs. We want to go for that. We can get a little board state going. Let's chunk the Fire Diamond. And we're sitting at 11 cards in the hand, so we need to hold on to some stuff. And then Crumbling Ashes would actually be pretty good in this matchup. So let's go ahead and go. Get rid of the Mountain. Let's get rid of the... Do we want to hold on to Phyrexian Arena? That's going to be an extra card draw per turn. Let's kind of prioritize. Let's get rid of Bantu's Last Reckoning. Destroy all creatures. Crux of Fate. Yeah, let's go. Bantu's Last Reckoning. Put a -1 counter. Let's get rid of Soul Snuffers just because there's some 4/4 angels over there. Need to get rid of one more. That would have been nice with the Crumbling Ashes, but at least we can kind of go a little bit more spot removal with the Scorpion God. And then what else? I like holding on to Demonic Tutor. I guess on this one we'll just kind of go ahead and Nest of Scarabs. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Nest of Scarabs. I actually like it's kind of between Nest of Scarabs and Phyrexian Arena as far as which one we wanted to get it down. I kind of like the card draw if we're going to go for a long game like this, to where we're going to slowly outgrind it. Maybe we can finally get Herborg, and then we'll work towards some of our tap out X spells to where we can generate some nice little mana between Omnixilis, just kind of keep them off the battlefield. But yeah, so as far as fantasy goes, so I play in a PPR, that's point per reception. So every time your wide receiver catches a football, that's 1 point, and then every 10 yards they get 1 point for every 10 yards that they catch the football and then run with it. So to all of the non-American people out there, it's a really fun way to kind of enjoy football. And it also it makes you watch games that you normally wouldn't watch. And this year we recently added punters to our roster lineups, which is pretty cool, having the punters on there because we've never done punters before, and so it gives you a reason to cheer for like Cleveland's punter or something. All right, punter's going for Aura of Silence. Going to be able to get that down. Anything that's really going to impact us at this point right now. Strike, Artifact, or Enchantment. Yeah, we don't have anything crazy out there. The only good thing is maybe if they crack it, and then before we get down Crumbling Ashes, that'll kind of allow us to kind of stop some of that stuff coming out there. Of the Gods, okay. Get that down. And actually, you know, maybe we should have held on to Soul Snuffer, because we could have got that down, put a -1 counter on a bunch of creatures, and then gone for a board wipe and got some nice little card draw from there. That might have been the better line of play. So if you're sitting there thinking that, yeah, I just not kind of saw that one. Sorry about that. But at least we still have Omnixilis to kind of plus up and kind of keep them off the battlefield, and we go for that, the ultimate. Draw into another swamp. And I think at this point, man, I'm really tempted to just go for Herborg and then see if we can't draw into one of our big X spells. Let's go and get the swamp down. Let's plus up on Omnixilis, draw a card, lose a life. We'll work towards 8. If we can just buy another turn to keep these off the battlefield, draw into Dreadbore. Okay. Let's go and get the, let's go for that Demonic Tutor, actually. I like that. Tap for the Charcoal Diamond. Let's grab that Herborg. That's really going to turn our mana online. There we go. Grab the Herborg. Let's go and get that down. It's going to turn on the coffers, finally. Let's get some... Did you have Aura of Silence out there? So if they want to crack on the Crumbling Ashes, go for it. Let's go and tap on the coffers. Actually, that was kind of... There we go. Alright, add tutor to the mana pool. There we go. Alright, so tap kind of weird on there. I want to make sure we tap correctly. Let's go and go for Phyrexian Arena. Well, actually, if we want to go for the... I think I like going for Crux of Fate. Yeah, we can still go and get down Phyrexian Arena. Yeah, we still have enough mana to go for the Crux of Fate. Yeah, we're okay. Let's go ahead and... Let's get down the Crumbling Ashes. And then we still have two spots of spot removal. So let's go and go for Crux of Fate. Destroy all non-dragon creatures. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then double black. Okay, Crux of Fate. Destroy all creatures. It's going to take care of all the angels on the battlefield. That's going to give us Ob Nixilis next turn. We're going to be able to go for Skeletal Scrying. We could go for 2 at this point right now to draw a couple cards. I think we're just going to go ahead and hold off on this one. We're going to have the Phyrexian Arena next turn. We're going to have the ultimate we can work towards with the Ob Nixilis to where whenever they draw a card, they're going to lose a life. Anything else we want to go for? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. And let's see if we can't find a way to deal with the Maze of Ith. So at this point right now, we do have Coffers on the battlefield. We do have Urborg on the battlefield too. So if we can draw into one of our X spells, and I may actually kind of jump over to the deck list real quick. Now, I want to make sure we're going to make the best informed decision. So I'm sorry for doing this mid-video. I just want to make sure that I don't have dual monitor screen. I'm saving up money for a dual monitor system, but we do have some X spells in here, I think. Yeah, so we got it. We have Banefire, Exsanguinate, yeah, and then Rakdos Return. So we do have a couple answers in here. We just haven't drawn into those just yet. Okay. And it is our opponent's turn. So we do have at least 3 X spells that we can draw towards. If we draw into another tutor, we'll be able to go for that. If not, we'll be able to tap out for a really nice Skeletal Scrying to kind of refuel our hand and kind of go from there. And then we can kind of get the Scorpion God down and maybe get some nice little incremental value off of, blasting some of these spot creatures that get out there. Even if they get these angels down, these 4/4 angels. Uh-oh, we got Krond coming down. Okay, and we're going to be able to go for the Throat in response to that. If they go for any sort of enchantment. Canopy Cover. Alright, let's go and go for the Throat in response to that. It's going to be a long, grindy game. Love it. That's one of my favorite things about about playing the Scorpion God is you get some really long games. So it's always a lot of fun. Alright. Krond goes back to the command zone. Get an angel on the battlefield. Canopy Cover is going to fizzle out. And Canopy Cover, man, this is one of those cards that, it's going to go to the bottom. But, I didn't have it in Gitrog for a long time, and then I finally built that Tana Voltron deck. Going for Brilliant Hero, gets +1/+2. Okay, but Canopy Cover, it's a really good card. Enchant creature, it can't be. It's kind of one of those things where I was like, where have you been? I haven't seen you. Like, I didn't realize you were a thing. It can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. So it's kind of going above the trees or whatever, what have you. And Attention Creature also has Hexproof, so really nice card. Kind of basically gives it flying and Hexproof, which is just really good. All right, so we don't really have a way to deal with both angels at this point right now. We do have Dreadbore, we can get rid of that, and we do have Ob Nixilis to take care of the other, but we'll see what we draw into. Draw into Homeward Path. So I'm going to get that down. So if we go for Skeletal Scrying, we'll be able to draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, do we want to keep Ob Nixilis going? I'd like to get the ultimate going. That's going to get a clock going. Let's go and tap out for Coffers. Do we want to go for that right now? That's going to be 1, 2. We'll tap 2 off the 1 Power Stone. Let's go and go for Skeletal Scrying. At this point, we just need to find some sort of answer. So for 10, actually, let's go one more. X is 10. I mean, we do have 11 cards in the graveyard. Well, we'll just go one more. Why not? Okay, so we're going to go Skeletal Scrying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. There we go. And then, Nest of Scarabs. Okay. So we're going to draw 11 cards, lose 11 life, which we're okay with it at this point right now. We're going to see if we can draw... Oh, beautiful. Let's see. What did we draw into? Let's go ahead and go for the... And we draw into Rakdos Return. Awesome. Let's go and go for the... Let's go for Dreadbore on the Angel token. Yeah. We'll go red and then black. And then we do draw into Rakdos Return. We don't have any other counter spells. Take care of that one. Let's go ahead and go for the... Yeah, we're going to choose target opponent. Go for the Omnixilis Ultimate. And then let's go ahead and... If we go for Vault Charge, it's going to be 3 damage. And then we still have Blasphemous Act. They're going to be able to swing across. Let's go ahead and get down the... did we make the land drop for turn? Yeah, we've already made it. So we're going to get down the Rakdos Signet. We're going to tap out for a bunch of mana next turn. I'm going to get that down. Get the Signet down, and then let's go ahead and... I guess we can leave up Tribute to Hunger if they're going to swing in next turn, if they're going to go for their commander. Anything else we're going to go for? We can actually get down Liliana and just simply use our tutor ability. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for Liliana. That's going to be 1. It's going to be black. I think, because at this point, they're just going to swing it. Well, they might be able to get... Yeah, let's hold off on Liliana. We do have, in case they get a bunch of enchantments on that one little angel token, what we can do is use the Tribute to Hunger to make sure that one token doesn't stay on the battlefield. At this point, we're going to hold on to Swamp. Let's go and chunk the Temple of Malice. Let's go and chunk the Bowfly Infestation. We're just going to hold on to the cards that really matter at this point right now. I like Blasphemous Act. We'll go and chunk Duretti. Get rid of 2 more. Let's go ahead and we can go get rid of the Swamp. And then 1 more. 3 damage to target creature or player. We're going to get rid of Liliana. There we go. Okay. So, if they do cast another enchantment, we're going to be able to go for the Tribute to Hunger. We're going to gain life equal to its toughness, which will kind of put us back to 20. And then we're going to be able to go for Rakdos Return. So, deals X damage to target opponent. They discard X cards. Alright, so I'm going to have an Omnixilis trigger. So what we can do is we can just tap out for a really big Rakdos Return, make them discard their entire hand. It's going to get put on the bottom, but at least we're going to be slowly working towards that, and then we can get into a spot where we finally find the Exsanguinate to kind of go from there. So if we tap out for the coffers, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have a nice little chunk of mana over there. Farhaven Elf. I'm going to go for Tribute to Hunger in response to that. That's not going to be able to swing in for 4. Yeah, I think I do like that. Let's go ahead and go for that. Choose target opponent. It's going to be 1, and then 2, and then 3. Yeah, there we go. Tribute to Hunger. Target opponent sacks a creature. It's going to be the Angel token. Keep that off the battlefield. We're going to gain life equal to its toughness. Go back up to 20. And the Farhaven Elf, enter the battlefield, draw a card. So, we're still going to be able to make a token off the Care Keep to get that on the battlefield. And then hopefully we don't run out of the... Just not notice we're sitting about the 10-minute mark versus the 14-minute mark. But with that emblem out there, it's going to slowly kind of start grinding it up there. And then actually I cut it from the... I used to have Damnable Pact in here, I think, where target player draws X cards. And so that would have been really sweet with the Omnixilis emblem over there. So I may have to add it just in case something like this happens again. Guy's Blessing. Okay. Draw a card off that one. Go down to 26. Now with this, we can still get the Scorpion God down next turn and go for something like Grim Affliction and take care of the Farhaven Elf and get another card draw. Because I think at this point, if we can just sequence 2 like X spells back to back, that should be good. Unflinching Courage. Okay. Well, do we want to go ahead and take care of it right now to get rid of that off? Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. In fact, let's go ahead and go for Grim Affliction. We're going to tap out for 1, Rakdos Signet. Let's go ahead and go Grim Affliction, put a -1 counter on there, and then Proliferate, which we don't really have anything else to proliferate. Nope, we're done. Alright, keep that off the battlefield. They're going to get an Angel token. And then we actually have more than enough mana to go for Blasphemous Act if they get a few more Angels out on the battlefield too. Alright. Let's get Krond back up. I don't know how much Krond has been sent back to the command zone. I've completely lost track of his tax, commander tax. Grim Tutor, beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and... So if they swing in for 4, we do have Volt Charge and Puncture Blast, and we'll have Grim Tutor online to kind of go for Exsanguinate to kind of clean it up. And we just worry about them swinging in for 4. That's going to wipe them out with Rakdos Return. I think I like that. Let's tap the coffers. I'm going to go double black on this one. It's going to be 10 total mana. And then let's go ahead and go for Grim Tutor. So let's go and grab that Exsanguinate. Let's go ahead. Well, actually, if we can draw a button. Yeah, we don't have that other one in there. It's just Exsanguinate. It's going to be the X spell on this one. Yeah, so let's go and grab Exsanguinate. It's going to go in the hand. Let's go and go for that. I'm not sure what they're holding on to. But if we just go for Exsanguinate right now, we're going to gain a bunch of life. Yeah, I think I like that. So let's go ahead and pay X. That's going to be 1, 2. Actually, let's take this just a little bit differently. Let's go ahead and tap for 1. Tap the Rakdos Signet. There we go. We're just going to completely tap out on this one. It's going to be hard for them to kind of get out from underneath this life total. And then we're going to go for Exsanguinate up top. That's going to be double black. And then just click, 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 click. So that will be right at 17. Okay. So Exsanguinate for 17. We're going to gain 17. They're going to lose 17. And then we have Rakdos Return to kind of clean up anything else. We're going to go and pass the turn. So they're going to have to gain a bunch of life. They only have 1 card in the hand. And then we still have Rakdos Return next turn to kind of do the final little nail in the coffin. So we'll see if that's going to be good enough. But yeah, so, you know, if their opponent gets down Maze of Ith and you're trying to go Scorpion God of Ultron, you can always just go 12 turns and then go for Exsanguinate followed up by Rakdos Return. Hopefully we'll be able to close it out. That's what we're rooting for. If they want to swing in for 4, they can, but we'll see what they... yeah, there's going to be another card draw if that one puts them down to 5. But yeah, fantasy football. So David Johnson's on my team, my keeper. Jarvis Landry's my keeper too. I ended up getting Jordan Howard with my pick, which I was really excited about. He's a Chicago running back, so I'm excited to be watching some Chicago games this year. And then I got a whole assortment of just goofy little, not goofy little, but kind of some scrappy wide receivers. In fact, let me go and pull it up. See what our opponent's going for on this one. Tapping out for some mana. The only thing is they only have really 1 angel token out there, so they're going to have to get a lot of stuff going to kind of get out from underneath this one. And to see if they're just kicking the turn over. Alright, swinging it for 4. It's going to put us down to 30. We are A-okay with that one. Let me see. There we go. Ended up with Tom Brady, man. I drafted Tom Brady too, and he had a terrible game on Thursday. I was just not thrilled with his start. I mean, he was okay. He got like 200 yards throwing, but yeah, he didn't throw any touchdowns. You should get Tom Brady for him. I did get Michael Crabtree, which I'm really excited about. Michael Crabtree. He's a from Texas Tech Grape. All right, opponent gets down. The Angel swings in for that one. Draws a card. They go down to 3, and then Black Sun Zenith. So we can actually just Volt Charge right now. We'll leave up Volt Charge. Let's go for a Rakdos Return. I haven't got the cast Rakdos Return in a minute. So let's go ahead and let's tap out the Signet. That's going to be just enough for the Rakdos Return. It's going to be black and a red. And then let's go and just tap out for 4. We can always, in response to something, cast for the Volt Charge. Oh, tap for 6. All right, there we go. And then we at least have double red off the Volt Charge and the Puncture Blast if they somehow can gain life in response to that. So Rakdos Return for 6. Alright, opponent scoops it up. That's going to be more than enough to get it done. We could have tapped out for a bunch, but I didn't want to be like a sore winner, whatever you want to call it. But yes, you can see if your opponent gets down Maze of Ith, it's a really long journey to not go for the Scorpion God swinging in Voltron, but you can just kind of close it out with a ton of mana. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed this really long game, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.